Hello, it's Emmy, and I'm here tonight in the craft hole working on part 3 of my Steampunk Tag, and this is kind of a challenge for me, so bear with me. And what I'm going to do is take the tag that I've already shown you before when I inked it, when I stained it I should say. It's kind of gold and green and it might look washed out in this light. And I'm going to stamp on it, and I'm going to put some other things on it, and that'll probably be it for tonight in the video. So first I'm going to stamp. I'm going to use some StazOn black ink, and I'm going to use this script. This is a script stamp, and I'm just going to ink it up. And I'm working on wax paper instead of my craft mat, just because the craft mat's buried on my other table, and I just really wanted to start this tonight. I decided just to go for it, and I'm kind of putting it off. I'm just going to randomly stamp this. And do it a little more. And I think sometimes I get steampunk mixed up with a little bit of shabby chic. I'm not sure, so maybe you all will tell me when I'm done with this which direction I really took. So just get a little ink on there. And then I wanted to also put another stamp on. This is from Tim Holtz. This is I've had this a couple years. It's the clock. Can you see that? I'm going to put that on. Oops, sorry about that. I always hit the camera. Sorry about that. I'm going to put this on too. So I'll ink it up like this. The StazOn ink is great because it does dry fast. Whoop. And it's a sticky old pad that I have. Sorry for all the noise. And you might notice I'm using my tag upside down. I've seen a few videos where people have done that. Kind of like the look. So let me just stamp this up here. And once more down here. Whoops, I'm sorry about the camera. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to put that aside for now. And the next thing I want to do is take it through the embosser. So even though that might be a little wet, I'm going to go for it. Just put my top on the ink here. And try not to make this too long. I should hurry right along, I suppose. I have a couple other things out here on the table I want to use. I'm going to use this Alterations Tim Holtz embossing folder. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but I'm going to put this right in here, and it has some numbers on it, so I'm lining them up over on the side here. Put it in between my folders. I'm going to use my little Sizzix Texture Boutique. I like this little thing. So through there. And go backwards a little bit just to get the impression in really well. Oops. Okay, let me put this aside. And let's see what we've got here. It did, I don't know if you can see it, it did make an impression, but I want to make it more visible, so I'm going to put some spray paint on it. I have some silver. I like mixing bronze and silver. They say in France it's okay to mix your silvers and your golds and your metals, so I guess I'll do that here too. I've got some greenish gold alcohol ink that I've mixed up myself just with some rubbing alcohol and some paint. So I'm going to just put a little bit on my brush. I don't really want to spray on the piece. So I'm just going to spray on this. And I'm going to paint over the surface a little bit with that. It's making the ink run, so that's not such a great idea. Maybe it wasn't dry. It's okay. I've had to learn in crafting that I have to allow myself to make mistakes, and that's something that's been hard for me. Not that I'm a perfectionist or think I can be perfect, but I think sometimes I know how to do things when I really don't. So there you go. That one didn't run, that clock, but these did. So that was green. Now I put a little silver on. Let's see what that does. Kind of made it messy looking, but I think that's okay. Kind of see that? And I think the script doesn't show so much now what I stamped, but I like it. And now the other thing I want to do tonight is I have these grunge board pieces. I've got some Tim Holtz things that I've purchased before you punch out. So I did a heart and wings, so I think that looks steampunky. And I'm going to paint them with some of my spray paint. And I was going to cut some of this and put it on, but I think it won't be dry in time for me to do that while we're doing the video. So I'll put that aside for now, but I'll paint these right now. And I think I'll use the greenish gold, and I'll spray right on them and drag them around in the paint. I like the way that the grunge board looks when you paint it with these paints, because it does look kind of like metal. Just have to let it dry. So I might have to stop my video about now. Didn't get too far, but I just want to show you this, and then further on I'm going to use some of these basic gray things that I found in my stash. I already took them off the card so they'd be easy to get to, but I have 4 brads I took off this card, and they're right here. And I'm going to use those to adhere this script that I have on vellum that has been painted a little bit too. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. But that's where I'm at right now. This is kind of a process for me that's new, so I think I'll stop for now and pick up next time. Bye for now.